Hello, HCC members. I'm Lisa Chow, the Vice President of Membership with the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, and we are here to end our week with our fabulous Ambassador of the Month, Jane Villafuerte. She is with the parent team at CrossCountry Mortgage, and she is here to share some information about her company and kind of what's going on for them. And we are also here to honor her as our Ambassador of the Month. As you know, we haven't been in person, so we have not been able to formally give Jane her certificate as being our Ambassador of the Month. So in appreciation of all that you do for the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, Jane, please accept this certificate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're so welcome. We are so excited for all the work that you do as a volunteer ambassador, and thank you. Please, Jane, would you tell us a bit about you and your role with the parent team at CrossCountry Mortgage?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I love being a member of the chamber. It's one of my favorite things. And first and foremost, I'm a proud new mama to my 8-month-old Leo John. And I got engaged to Leo's dad, Kobe, a little over a year ago. And he also happens to be one of our loan officers here at the parent team. And I've been in Vegas for a while now. I'm a proud UNLV graduate, studied the hospitality program there, meetings and events management, go Rebels, and now I serve as the business development manager here at the parent team at CrossCountry Mortgage.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy belated first Mother's Day. So exciting. And what makes the parent team different from other lenders in town, Jane?
Well, I love this question simply because there really, truly is no other mortgage team like us, simply because we are so much more than just mortgages. First of all, half my team is literally my family. As I mentioned, Kobe is my fiance, and we're just so blessed to have the opportunity to work together and be partners in all aspects of life, at home, parenting, and here in the office. And so it's really been our vision to work together to create anything that we can to serve our community, build a life for our son, and be successful. And then my sister, Rachel, also works on our team in marketing and business development with me. And we're led by our fearless leader and one of the most innovative, creative businessmen I've ever worked with, Derek Parent. He's our branch manager, been in Vegas doing mortgages for 20 years, survived the crash. And what's unique about Derek is he was the lender who brought conventional financing to the Las Vegas Strip through his own pain of trying to get financing for his unit at Veer. It was a pain in the butt, had to go, all different ways to try and get it done. And he vowed that he would make this process easier for people to get financing for condos. So he became the very first lender to finance Veer. And now we have all of the high rises on the Las Vegas Strip. And that list has now grown to over 200 high-rise and mid-rise condos all over the Vegas Valley approved for condo financing. So condos are our jam. We do all residential mortgages, but we really do a great job of educating realtors, educating buyers, and letting them know that financing is available for condos. And especially in a town like Vegas, not everybody wants, a backyard and a huge house, and depending on the, what amenities they want, condos are a great fit. So that is absolutely one of the things that sets us apart. And then, like I said, we do so much more than that. We're very community-based. We love being part of the chamber. We love giving back. At any given time, we're fundraising for something. We're supporting some kind of worthy organization in town, and we love it. So Derek absolutely inspires us to be servant leaders in our community through business, through giving, and just through excellent service.
Well, tell me about, since you brought that up, I know that you worked on a very large project recently as far as helping the community during this difficult time. Can you share with us what that was?
Yeah, so Kobe and I had an incredible month. Even through this pandemic, it was our busiest month, and we've been blessed to not be financially impacted by COVID. And so we're sitting there thinking, man, we are celebrating our success, but at the same time, our hearts are literally breaking for our fellow, Las Vegans. And so we're thinking, what are we going to do? What can we do? We're kind of stuck at home, but there's got to be something that we can do. So we got a call from my good friend, Kate Gilman, who invited us to join a group of community leaders to do something. And So this group of restaurateurs, chefs, consultants, we got together with the idea of providing meals for the frontline healthcare workers and first responders. And then this idea just grew into something much larger. And we saw that there was a huge need to feed our community who had unfortunately lost their jobs or haven't received unemployment. So we teamed up with an organization called Hope for the City, which is super exciting. They've literally created miracles. Over the last 8 weeks, 100+ government approved pop-up pantries across the valley. They've provided over 3 million pounds of food, 260,000 individuals, 40,000 households have been fed through Hope for the City in partnership with 3 Square, the Las Vegas and Henderson Police Departments, Share Village. So we've all come together to provide this necessary need to feed the community. And Cisco, has helped provide some of the food. And so in an effort to keep these efforts going, that lasted 8 weeks. And as you guys know, if you've been following the news, Vegas is in a bad spot and likely going to last through the year, unfortunately. So we know that this need is not going away anytime soon. So we created a benefit broadcast called Night of Hope, which was hosted by Chris Harrison from The Bachelor, Juliana Rancic from E! News, with performances and shout outs from the Vegas Golden Knights, Raiders and John Gruden, Colby Calais, Lee Bryce, Kane Brown, so many names, Little John, one of my favorites. They just came together for this Night of Hope, and we raised over $260,000 in one night for Hope for the City. And so that provided 1.7 million meals for families. And while that's a great stat, sadly, that's only going to last us 3 weeks. So I invite the community to join these efforts. Let's, be Vegas strong. People are hungry. We don't want our neighbors to, wonder where their next meal is coming from. Join our efforts. It's a great opportunity for businesses to, support. We've got Night of Hope 2 coming up sometime in June because we got so much great feedback from Night of Hope 1. And one of our biggest sponsors, Franco Harris, who's infamously known for, one of the most ESPN-worthy catches with the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Raiders. So he donated $100,000. And so he's challenging our Raiders and really any, sports team in town to buck up and, don't let him beat the Raiders again. So, we're looking for our local sports teams to join forces with us, contribute, and show support for Hope for the City. And for businesses, we've got the immaculate challenge of, $5,000, and $5,000 is going to provide a week's worth of meals for 140 families. So hopeforthecity.tv, check it out. They've got amazing videos. You can volunteer your time there. You can give, or if you are in need of food, visit hopeforthecity.tv and you can find all that information there.
We thank you for all of your help with the community. And that's just one effort that I know that you do. I think, like you said, all of the time, you are constantly doing something in the community, and that's just a glimpse at your latest efforts. So we appreciate you. Let's go back to your roles. So I know that you have a new role that you've recently added, and could you tell us what else you're doing?
Yeah, so as I said, we're so much more than a mortgage company. So one of our main goals is to be a partner for our community, for businesses. And so we've created Living Large Las Vegas, which is a podcast and now magazine featuring all the amazing Vegas community leaders, thriving businesses that are growing, and it's really to showcase all the amazing things that are happening in our town. We've got a global audience now, and the mission of it is to show why Las Vegas, Southern Nevada, is a world-renowned city and what makes it that. People know that Vegas is a great place to play, but it's also a great place to live, to grow, to raise a family. And so we're debunking all of those misconceptions and showing the Vegas strong community that we know. So if you're an influencer, if you've got a thriving business, if you've got a great story, charity, please reach out to me. I would love to feature you on the podcast or the magazine and be a part of it.
We appreciate that offer, and we encourage everybody to stay and listen to the entire interview because there's an extra special bonus that I know the Chamber has never offered in our 75 years. So if you can hold tight, I think you'll be happy. The other thing that you do, I don't know how you have time to do anymore, but how do you feel and what's it like to be an HCC ambassador?
Well, it's been, actually, March was my year anniversary of becoming an ambassador. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I've had so much fun. But that's just kind of the nature of my being. And it just made total sense for me to hop on board and become an ambassador because I love celebrating businesses. My favorite part is welcoming the new members, letting them know about all the benefits that are available through the chamber. My intro calls are great. We always get, the think tank going on how we can partner up and who I can introduce them to. And that's really, I take my role very seriously. When I'm an ambassador for somebody, I make it my goal to help their business grow and thrive. The ribbon cuttings are some of my favorite. I love attending the ribbon cuttings because it's a celebration. When I think Aviva Gordon said it best recently, when you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. And most of the people that I'm an ambassador for are small businesses. And so there's nothing that makes me feel so just fulfilled is when I see the people that I'm an ambassador for growing and thriving.
You see why I like my job? It's so rewarding and fulfilling, and thank you for what you do and giving your heart in everything that you do. We appreciate you so much. So you mentioned that COVID-19 really hasn't affected you and Kobe so much personally, but I'm sure that it has affected your business. And so what does it look like for your business?
Well, Kobe and I basically hunkered down maybe a week before the governor announced, the quarantine rules. And so we immediately set up our home office and have been fully operating. And it was, like I said, the busiest time. We have helped so many families refinance because we saw historically low rates. So in order to prevent having to go into forbearance, we've been helping them refinance. So a lot of times, if we set it up right, they can actually skip a payment and then they're lowering their payment because of the lower rate. So they're able to save money, more cash in their pocket. So I think we had a refinance high in the last month or two. And, believe it or not, people are still buying. And given the uncertainty of our economy and the nature of the pandemic, there's been a ton of questions. So we created a mortgage market update every Friday at noon, posted by Derek and Kobe to inform everybody about the changing guidelines every single day, and also open it up to a Q&A and answer any questions that anybody could hop on. We do it on Facebook Live. So if you have any questions, feel free to jump on Friday at noon. We're still going to keep it going as long as there's a need for it.
We appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for finding another way to help people instead of just the forbearance. I appreciate that. This isn't the actual bonus, but it's one. I know that you have a special offer for our HCC members. Can you share what that is as well, please?
So this has been kind of like my baby. I'm super proud of this program because it's one of the ultimate ways that we can partner up with businesses, and it's our Affinity Program, which is essentially a home ownership benefit that companies can provide to their employees at zero cost to the company that provides over $2,200 off their closing costs for any refinance, purchase, or investment. And we even extend it to the employees' family members. So again, it's zero cost to the company, zero cost to their employee, and it's just a way to beef up your benefits at no cost. And right now, more than ever, I think companies need some good news to give to their employees. There's a ton of layoffs, the furloughs. This is some good news that you can give to your employees that doesn't cost you anything. And we make it super easy. Once you sign on, we provide all the marketing, whether it's a flyer, a check, insert, web banner. We do all that for you. So we make it very easy.
Awesome. Thank you. And now here is the bonus, folks. I don't think we've done this in 75 years, but as an extra bonus for any member of the chamber, if you need a singer for the national anthem, please reach out to Jane. She has an incredible voice, and you can tell such a giving heart and so passionate, and she will make your event or your ceremony, whatever it might be, very memorable. And so that's our bonus gift to you. And we are just so happy to have had the opportunity to spend this time with you, to learn more about you, the parent team. We appreciate you so much as an ambassador of our organization. And for Derek, he's right now completing his Leadership Henderson.
And he loves it. He raves about it.
So we appreciate you, your team, all of you, and thank you for the time today. And we look forward to seeing you in person as soon as we can. Thank you so much, Jane. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank
See
you.
you later, my friend.
Bye.
Bye.